What's up, guys? So today I'm in Birds in a Boneyard, their personal home studio. I'm here just with Mikey, no Petey. Petey will get you next time. What's your current situation on this end over here? What do you got?
Yes, this is my credit card debt that you can see in person.
Oh, you're serious?
Oh yes, I am serious. This is my Apollo monster. A little eyeball on there. My interface, I have, these are just power supplies. So they just provide cleanish power to all the outboard gear. This is the main thing that I use. It's my Universal Audio 6176. That's a mouthful, and I'm very much nerdy, so just bear with me. This is a preamp, warms up the microphone tone, and then this is a compressor. It's an 1176 compressor, which is the same as this one here, but this one is hand-built, not from Universal Audio. And then this is my switch witch, which I sometimes call my switch bitch, which switches my speakers. So you can see I have 3 different speakers here, and then I have a sub underneath here, which for you nerds, I know it's not in the right placement, but I deal with it, and I enjoy it there. I'll show you an example. Give me a song that's not my songs.
Yikes, man. Here we go.
Perfect. Oh, is it playing? She's not.
Oh, wait. We can't use music that's copyrighted.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
we can pick one of mine.
Okay, yeah. Well, let me stick one of your songs on.
Then it's okay.
Yeah, good call.
Damn, the benefits of
having music. It's a reference that you own. Yeah. So these are my favorite speakers. They're a really big full sound. You can hear the bass, right? Okay, so now what we're gonna do? That's the sub. And then these. And now we'll cut up to these guys. So now it's just these guys. Alright. KRK time. So in case you're a rap producer and all you have are KRKs to mix, this is what the song sounds like. And now, back to we'll wait for the break. Hold on. Let's wait for it.
Might be a minute.
Oh, it's a minute. Okay. So I was getting ready. Is it coming?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Back to it. So, yeah. So, there you go. That's why I have these speakers. Behind me is a vintage Ampeg tape machine from 1955 that doesn't work, and one day will. Apparently, the story is it was owned by Bob Dylan's friend or mentor. I went to his house, and I guess he passed away, and his son was throwing away all the stuff and was like, "Hey, do you want to take this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I took it. I don't know what's on the tape. So we'll find out what's on the tape. But this guy was, I forget his name, I'll get it right now, but he was a famous radio DJ from way back when, and he played a bunch of folk music. So I took a bunch of records from labels and stuff that they sent him records over, and I have a bunch of those, and they're really weird packaged records. They're not in the regular covers. And then he would play it on the radio show, or they hoped he would. I'll find out right now. I wrote a letter to Bob Dylan that he never. Okay, it's Oscar Brand is the name of the guy who used to own that tape machine. All right. This is my pride and joy. That's the Flea 47. So that's what I use when I record vocals at home. And I think it sounds really, really good. And it's way better than renting it for $140 a day.
So what drafts or tracks have you worked on that you think are too weird to even consider being released?
I have one
or just not your genre to be releasing.
Geez, well, Petey's the one for this. Oh, man, Petey's the one to shit. Darn. I wish he was here because Petey has a secret side, right? And maybe we can make a part 2 and we can show that.
With him?
Yeah, because he's going to be the one. He's got 100 tracks that he's working on, and they're all rap tracks, and they're really good. And obviously we can't put that under Birds, so they just kind of sit there.
And it's just Petey?
Yeah, it's just Petey. He makes the beats and he just raps over it, and it's it's really funny because it's so good, and everyone's like, "This is you?" Because he's the one with the delicate voice, and all of a sudden he's and he's screaming and stuff, and it's just so it's wild. I have one. I just don't think I'm gonna release it because I don't know if I'm gonna release it or not. I just think it's just not really our
for your audience.
It is. Darn, it's so hard to explain this because things that I make all the way, I usually don't record unless I know I'm gonna put it out. And so for me to make it all the way, I intend to release it. So I think I might put this out. I just don't know if it's a good song. So that's kind of why I'm on the bounds of do I put this out or do I not put this out? But I can show you a little bit of it. I don't want to start from the beginning, but I also do. I just feel like it's boring. Like, I don't know, you tell me what you think.
She stood around in the back of the club all alone.
And I guess I'll send you this audio file so it sounds better than this.
Everyone knew her.
See, it's slow. Are you not bored?
Well, I mean, this is all I've heard so far.
Yeah.
But when she got home, she fell to the floor. She cried. She cried.
It's a sad song.
She cried. They said, look at her, she's always happy and smiling. Wonderful news, she has gotten into university.
I mean, yeah. You like it?
Yeah, yeah. This threw me back to when I was living in the Midwest.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, I could see this being played at, like, a local bar.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I got into this thing of like writing stories because I felt like my life wasn't interesting enough. Oh yeah, this is weird. So I should actually show you like, I'll show you what the instrumental of that is. Oh, yeah, let me
You
show
just
you
have
that.
Petey, like, come in and start rapping right there.
Dude, I know. Yeah, because the original Can't Complain was a rap song. And then we were like, oh, this is a good song. We should make it a bird song. But the original Can't Complain is like, people try to talk about me. Can't complain. It's like so, like, it's like a rap song, dude. Like, and it's Petey doing it. And then we're like, oh, we should maybe use this for birds. So we have a lot of tracks. I hate that Spotify, my personal Spotify is like, it just throws me recommended tracks that like are nothing like what I listen to, because I mix for a lot of people whenever they put down who they want to sound like, and then I have to go like bring up whatever song to get the reference, you know what I mean? Okay, this person wants to sound like Nirvana, or Seether was one of them, the last one, and I like had to look up Seether and listen to what they sound like and listen to the elements and be like, okay, this is how I mix that. But a lot of my Logic files are just other people's songs that I'm mixing for them. This is gonna take a minute to load up. So I'm using I'll show you when it comes up, but I have these Hans Zimmer samples that I use, and they're Hans Zimmer strings and Hans Zimmer percussion, which sounds like it's insane. So I use them a lot. But then when I go to the studio and like I'm really ready to track a song, and if I really care about the song, I'll call in like an orchestra or like a quartet or something and have them come in, because my ears just like, I love strings and I love orchestra so much that like I can't settle for a sample pack. Yeah, even if it's really good. It's still there. It's still loading up.
So while we wait for that,
This here, ladies and gentlemen, is a record lathe from 1938, I think. So what it does is it cuts vinyl records. Me and Petey really like anything vintage and anything old, and like, as I'm playing with my cell phone. So we wanted to make our own vinyl records, and we wanted to be able to provide vinyl records to other people. That way they don't need to print 100 records to get records made for themselves. They can just literally be like, hey, I want one record. So what we do is we take, these are some already made ones, but I think these are actually misprints, which is why we got them. So we use these as testers now, and we can just test on the back of them. But we get white records. Oh, here's one. It's a test record also, but you get the idea. This is like unpeeled, and then we peel this off, and then it's nice and clean. And we'll throw the record on, and we put lighter fuel on it to clean it and the sticky stuff off of it, and then wipe it dry it, and we'll place down this arm here, and we push it down, make sure it's locked. We'll move the cutter head into place, and we crank it into wherever we want to go. We turn on the machine, and then we would lower the needle and press play on the song. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then we basically cut records, and it goes straight on, and we can make a blank disc into whatever record you want. It would have connected to like a tape machine, so we would have loaded on the tape, right? And eventually when I get this thing running, that's what I want to do, is be able to like record on tape, get a master copy of the tape, and then play it off of this tape and directly into the machine, and everything is analog.
so how are you doing it now?
Right now what we do is we put it on with this cable. With an aux, we take the aux and plug it into a phone, or an iPad is what we use usually. Or if I'm going straight here, if I'm not like working, because sometimes I'm working over here mixing stuff and Petey's cutting records, so Petey uses the iPad. Otherwise we'll just go straight with the jack into the out of the interface, and then we'll press play and cut the records.
So if someone wants to hit you up to get a vinyl done,
Yeah,
they can hit you up.
Yeah, they can hit up oddbrothersmusicgroup@gmail.com.
Your Logic file opened up.
Oh Oh my gosh! Let's just do the violin tracks that I wanted to show you because that's all I care about. This is just the violin tracks. Oh, and she's overloaded.
What a way to end.
I know. 3 a.m. nights, and you're just like, And I got into this weird thing of like, when I mix things that like sound completely different than the rest of the song, I'll like change the mix up, and so like I'll obviously inspired by the Beatles, right? But I'll take like certain things and only put them on the left speaker, and then things only on the right speaker. So like the voice would then transfer when you transfer into this new part of the song, which is like completely different than the rest. I'll like put only the instrumental on the left and then put only the voice on the right. When the song ends, when that part ends, I'll just try and like really like make this cool pan transition back into the rest of the song, which is obviously in full stereo. I like to do weird things if I can. Usually I get yelled at for them by Petey. That's weird. I don't like that.
It's not rap.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what else to say or do. I feel like I've talked your ears off, but I hope I was entertaining. Look at my guitars. Yes, many of them.
Where the bass is at?
Yes, Petey's basses. I keep them in the case outside the door. There's no basses allowed in this room.
Is it bass or bass?
It's bass, actually.
You know what I'm talking about?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Oh, this is a banjo. I had this thing in December where I really wanted to play the banjo, and my buddy Billy Pappas, who used to sing for Birds in the Boneyard and is now in a band called Weird America, worth checking them out, they're really good, and he lent me the banjo. So that's why I have that, and I can play like 4 chords on it, and I got really good, and then I got over it. But this is my main baby. She's a little dusty. Stop holding on to something, wait, I know this won't get through. There's nothing that I can do. I'll talk to you until my face turns blue. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause you still can't figure it out. No, you still can't figure it out. I got a feeling. Fuck girl. Can't figure it out. You know, to answer your question of like, okay, like what vocal exercises you do to like, not, I probably sang that really out of key. It was just when we were on tour, we were singing every day, right? And
yeah.
So we were practicing every day. We were just like, how do these artists always have such good pitch when they're singing live, right? When you're performing live, like, could we have been artists in the 60s and have been able to like sing without autotune, right? And sing without any of this on recordings. And then when we went into that studio and we recorded on tape, it was just like really evident how they were able to do that back in the day. There's a different feeling that comes over you when you record on tape. You know, not to sound like a hipster, because I am, but to just have the opportunity where we were able to record on tape, it changed everything for when we were recording. And that's how I was able to do that song without autotune, you know, just completely straightforward, and like, it just felt more natural. It felt like I was just singing with my guitar. I don't know why that is, but it's some kind of magical thing when you hear the tape play back, and it just feels more real. And so your brain, I guess, just connects it to like just performing straight up.